Good afternoon, morning, evening, I don't know, whenever somebody's watching this video. Welcome to my 2-week late jumbled mess. We're doing the Tent Ridge horseshoe, Tent Ridge hike, what is it? Okay, Braden can't hear me. Tent Ridge hike or horseshoe or something. It's a big hike and it's a lot of fun. Some sort of loop. We're in Kananaskis country and I'm actually gonna skip over to Tower of Babel because that's where I filmed the explanation of my channel. So we'll do that. All right, so I'm actually at Two Jack Lake, not Tower of Babel because I reviewed all that footage and it was just bad. So I came back to kind of where it all started when I moved out here in Alberta. I came with my friends Sean, Alex, and Braden. I was gonna hang out on this little island right here, and then I got invaded by like 10-year-olds or 5-year-olds, or I don't know. There was just like 20 of them. Yeah, I gotta find a place to kind of post up and explain what this channel is gonna be all about. I'm gonna go find a place along the water, and then I'll go from there. All right, just for you, Sean, I found a little view of my favorite mountain, Mount Rundle. I've tried filming this video probably upwards of like 20 times, and I always had like this fear that it wasn't gonna be good enough, and I know it's not going to be, but I finally chose to accept that it's like the first video I'm making. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. And I've written down what's gonna be on this channel, because the last couple times I've done it, it's been sort of like this blabbery mess of me being like, I'm gonna vlog, and that's it. So here's what we got. First off, it's gonna be just everyday life. You know, like I pick up a camera at least I try to pick up a camera every single day and take some new photos, go somewhere new, do something different. So kind of just like the general life that I'm living since I've moved out here, because you know, it's of interest to me, and I think some other people will find it interesting, and some other people might draw some inspiration from that, and I think that's really cool. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for. Next up, we got location to Lightroom. So some of you maybe have seen somebody that I follow and admire a lot. His name's Thomas Heaton. He does a location to Lightroom quite often, where he goes out on these big adventures or hikes or something like that, and he finds his composition in his shot, he takes it, then he takes you into Lightroom and he shows you how he edits it and why he does what he does. So I'm going to pick up on that a little bit and do that in my own sort of style. I live in one of the most beautiful places in the world, for sure, so that's one of the things I'll be doing. All right, so next I have documentary style videos. Not sure how to go about that yet because I'm not too well versed on that. I'm going to look into tutorials and things and how to get better at that, and then I'm going to go from there, because you know, like, I'm surrounded by so many interesting, awesome people, and we do so many cool things that I want to be able to put it together in a documentary style here and there. So there's that. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to be doing is like camera equipment, lenses, tripods, camera bodies, microphones, things like that. That's one of the things that probably draws me the most to YouTube, is stuff like that. I change my camera like 3 times a year. Bad habit, don't do it. And I plan on making a video about that, actually. So yeah, as you can see, kind of a little bit of everything will go into this channel, hopefully. That's the goal. I plan to take more time for myself to do more video. I'm going to take less time on Instagram because I focus a ton on that, making sure I have a new post for every day. And yeah, hopefully that was a little less jumbly than I've tried to make them, because I wrote everything down this time. And the last thing I want to do is just going to say a quick thank you. Mountains are weird. So I'm coming down the Middle Sister right now, and I wanted to redo the whole thank you bit. I watched it back from Two Jack, just like the Tower of Babel. It just didn't make any sense, and I wanted to slow it down a bit. So I just want to say thanks to all my friends and family back home that like support me, really believe that I can do what I'm doing out here, which is super awesome, including one of my best friends, Braden, who moved out here with me. And we just had the best time, and it's so sick. Next, I want to thank all the people I've met since being out here. When I first got here, Mark, Jay, and Braden hosted a meetup, and I was really able to meet a ton of people. But 3 people in particular I want to talk about are Charlie, Matt, and Ben. These guys. So Charlie, I started talking to before I even moved out here. I let him know I was coming out here, and we always planned to like go out, shoot, do all that stuff, and you know, you never know what's going to come of that. So when I first got to the meetup, the first guy I ran into is Charlie. He's literally just the nicest guy. Unfortunately, he's not here anymore. He had to go back home, but I will be seeing him again soon, and we got some cool stuff planned. yeah, I mean, he's just one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. Gave me his guitar, helped me out so much, showed me a lot of cool video stuff, and we were just able to create so much cool stuff in the short time we've been here. All right, got too windy, so I had to sit down for this. The second person I want to talk about is Matt Littlewood. Charlie introduced me to Matt, which was huge because Matt was one of my biggest inspirations for coming out here. I was following his work for quite some time. Then I came across him again when he did some stuff with Peter, and I was just super awesome. And I was super stoked to be able to share with him just how much he inspired me and how he was part of the reason I came out here, his work. And now that we're friends, it's just unreal, and we can go out and shoot and hang out, and it's just the best thing ever. And he's a great example because he's a perfect example of what I want to be for other people and what I want to show other people, and that's that you can do it, even if you think you can't, and there's always going to be those people out there to help you along the way. So yeah, there's Matt. And then Charlie also introduced me to Ben. Ben, since I moved out here, has been somebody that's helped me probably the most. The opportunities he's given me and the things he's taught me has been absolutely insane. But beyond that, having somebody that I've just met that I connected with so quickly has become one of my best friends is just absolutely unbelievable. And honestly, I owe the world to that guy. So I can't say enough good things about him. I'm sure you guys see it all the time on my Instagram and whatnot. But yeah, those three guys, I just wanted to give a special thank you to you guys. And I'm going to try my best to repay you with what you've given me in terms of experience and inspiration and things like that, and make that one of my goals. So yeah, I hope that makes a little bit more sense. Sorry again about how choppy this video was. It's just the first video. It'll get better from here on out. So if you're interested, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment if you got suggestions, things to work on, things you want to see me do. And I think that's about it. I'm going to get off this mountain and edit this video, or else it's going to be late for another month. Yeah, see ya.